This practice of law is more spiritual than physical. I got serious in law school a month to bar finals. It is good for us to have like a real life example of what we want to be, because practicing law, if I'm to advise, I would say move to Lagos or Abuja, play around the different aspects of law. You know, it's one thing to pass law school and another thing to practice. Hey, you. Hey girl, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is ugoezeugoalablessing. I will always advise you to stay subscribed because we have a lot of fun here and we talk well. In today's video, like you already know from the title, we'll be talking about life after law school. I'll be sharing some things that I wish I was told about life after law school and how to plan my lawyer life. It is one thing to pass law school and another thing to practice law, right? The way you read, the way you prayed, all those things. You will do those type of things more. I don't know if you guys were told, but in law school, I remember our lecturers kept telling us that whatever thing you hear, whatever thing you experience during your externship, don't bring it back to law school. Write what your lecturer, during your bar finals, write what your lecturers told you in class. Even if they tell you that A is a boy, but then practice or doing externship, you were told in court that A is a girl. During law school exam, write that A is a boy. You can see a first class law graduate and you're like, why is this person this way? Why is this person not given the motivation of making a first class from law school? I have experienced like a lot of people. I've met like a lot of first class lawyers from law school, sometimes from the university, double first class, but then real life practice is really hard on them. And when you see them, you're like, God forbid, I don't want to be like this lawyer when I become a lawyer. So that's the reason for this video, to help the new wigs. Of course, if you're watching this video up till now, it's because you're either in law school or you just got caught in the Nigerian bar, or you're confused about practice. You don't know what to do. I have been there. I was there. Some of my friends were there, and I can tell you for a fact that you're not the only person going through this, number one, and number two, it is not a strange thing. It happens. It's just like this is a new phase of life for you, so it is very important for you to understand what next to do. In this process, there is a stage called confusion, and that's the stage you're in right now, but that is fine. That's why this video is here to help you. Let's get right into the video. I won't forget to congratulate you, of course. For you to be here today, it is a big milestone. You have to celebrate yourself. You have to be happy for your growth. First thing I would like you to understand is that the grass is not always green. You have to water your grass for it to be green, basically, because if you don't water your grass, it will turn brown and then it will die up. But if you keep watering your grass, and when I mean your grass, I mean yourself. If you keep watering yourself as a lawyer, trust me, you will love this practice, because practicing law, if you have done your externship, a lot of times you meet lawyers in court and you're like, God forbid, God I beg. But it's not always like that, because a lot of people are making it in this law. A lot of people are enjoying this practice. A lot of people are cashing out from this practice. I've not always had this mindset of practicing law and being very successful. And even if you get to law school will make you second guess yourself. Law school will make you think if practicing this law or continuing with this law is very important. I would love to give a big shout out to my set, the 2022/2023 NLS set, because we did like a very good job. We cried out for help in the aspect of NLS grading. NLS would grade you with your lowest score, and it was really bad because the students had to do extra to make the grades that they want. For example, NLS will grade you with your lowest. If you have for the 5 courses, if you have A and a B, they're grading you with a B. If you have A and a C, they're grading you with a C. Like basically, C is like second class lower also. So if you have like 4 A's and 1 C, you have second class lower. If you have 4 A's and 1 B, you have second class upper. 4 A's and 1 D, you have pass. Like, why? I said a lot of people died, a lot of people were like doing a lot, and it affected their health. And the fact that there was like, for Lagos campus, yes, their medical facility was rubbish, and still they were stressing us. However, we cried for help, a lot of people, because my set, we had a lot of Gen Z buddies, we had a lot of content creators. So when things are happening, they're making videos, they're posting, they're crying out their mental health, they're this, they're that, stuff like that. So yes, NLS heard us, thank God. Even though my set did not record, a high success rate. But the set after my set, which is this set, your set watching me, or the set whatever, this particular 2023-2024 set recorded high success rate. And I heard that their exams were so cheap. Like for my university, Abia State University, I heard we recorded 7th first class. So that's like a big thing. Do you understand? Because my set, for you to get second class upper set, you have to sweat. So my first advice is for you to write down your vision and pray about it. Of course, you know that God first all the time with me. You have to know the kind of lawyer you want to be. Ask yourself certain questions. What kind of lawyer do I want to be? Like AJS Apostle Chairman will always say, have a retreat. Take a day out before your call or after your call, whenever. Ask yourself very important questions. Do I want to be in the bench? Do I want to remain in the bar? Or how fast do I want to get to the bench? Ask yourself questions, like important questions. You want to be a criminal lawyer, a family lawyer, oil and gas. What kind of lawyer would I love to become? How far do I want to get in this practice? How big would I love to get? What set of people am I here for? How much would I love to make from this practice? Would I love to earn in naira or in pounds, dollars? What aspect of law would I love to major? Or do I want to be like a general practice lawyer? Do I want to work in the Ministry of Justice or like a private firm? These questions, you might think they're not important or okay, this is not the right time, but trust me, it will help you mold your mind. It will help you live like the lawyer that you are aspiring to be. Because for me, I love to make a picture of the person I'm working on. Knowing the kind of lawyer you want to become will help you know where to get your experience from, the kind of qualifications you need to have to become that lawyer. It will help you to know the kind of friends or the set of people to socialize with, or follow on Instagram, or follow up as a lawyer. Do you understand? It will help you to know what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. I'm praying about it, involving God, because why I said take out a day and observe a retreat is because as you are praying, the Lord is revealing to you His plans for you. Your will and God's will has to align. Like the Bible says in Habakkuk, write down your vision, make it plain, find the person you want to look like. It is good for us to have like a real life example of what we want to be. It's not like we are copying these people or doing something, but we are just giving ourselves an example. For example, you can say, okay, I want to dress this way. Like me, sometimes I want to dress this way, and then I have like a Pinterest example or the Pinterest picture that I would like to copy. So this helps me to pick out the clothes. It helps me to style it. It helps me to, okay, this bag will go with this. Whenever you forget, you have something to go back to remind yourself. Then secondly, please consider your location. For Nigerian lawyers, Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt. But yeah, moving to Lagos and Abuja is not cheap. It's very expensive. They're definitely going to Lagos, Abuja, or they even travel out to get like the best lawyers. So what are you doing in Aba? What are you doing in Umuahia? The kind of lawyer you want to become, does that lawyer stay in Aba or Umuahia? Please don't go to places like that. Move. Some parents will try to talk you to coming back to your father's house after studying law. Unless your father's house is in Lagos or Abuja, don't go. Follow your mates and pursue your future. When the chiefs are down, the boys will be separated from the men. Don't be among the boys. Do it scared. Moving to Lagos is not cheap. It's not easy. Do it scared. Just pray, please. Please don't go to places that will kill your vision. Go to firms that are big. Open yourself to diverse practice of law. Try litigation, try the paperwork, try oil and gas, try civil law, try criminal law, try family. Just do a lot of things. Play around with the different aspects of law, at least for the first year. Play around with it. Move from this department to another department to another department. Have experiences of all of them. There's this girl, I'm not going to mention her name, but like I follow her on Instagram and I see how she, she's like everywhere. When I mean everywhere, not the negative aspect. She's a lawyer, but she's like in all the happening parties in Lagos. Basically, she's an entertainment lawyer. So anywhere it is happening, play around with it strategically. Ask questions. Ask strategic people questions. People that are killing it in a profession already. Ask them questions. And please be open to learning. Do not think you know it all. And of course, be prayerful. And yeah, always come to me, always send me messages. Even though I'm not practicing law, but please, I have friends that are practicing law and they're doing very well. So of course, I have good information. Be a good networker. If that is a word, always network. Like pray like a child. God, I want chocolates. This type of chocolate from this store, from this one. You get, pray, make declarations, speak over your practice. This practice of law is more spiritual than physical law, actually, because for you to make it in law, trust me, there are a lot of things, not just your book smart or you passed law school. That's one thing. Practicing law, going to court, winning cases, growing speedily in law, it's more spiritual than physical. You need to have God in your boat. I saw a video on TikTok, and in that video, the woman was basically advising the graduate, and then she said, dream big and send the bills to God. He can afford it. Basically, dream big, pray big, command the things you want. It might seem unrealistic for your now, but it is very, 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 very achievable. In law school, when I started reading, because I wasn't like very serious getting into law school, but a month on the dot to bar finals, I became serious. A month to bar finals, I started studying for first class. A month to bar finals, I started writing my visions plainly. I literally drafted my results, but then I added a first class, not a 2-1 anyways. Removed the person's name, added my name, and under it I wrote, "So help me God," right? So in that 1 week I started praying. That 1 week I took my life very serious. Not just my bar finals results, I wrote down the place I wanted to live. I wrote USA, Canada, or the UK. No, I said UK bracket London. I don't know, I was just thinking big, I was dreaming big, and at that point, trust me, it was so unrealistic. Not that it was unrealistic anyways, but it was 60% not possible and 40% possible. And I also wrote some places that I would love to get my NYC experience from. In my, oh my god, in my vision, I wrote EFCC, CBN, and a prominent law firm. Not in particular, but basically a prominent law firm. So moving forward, fast forward to after law school, results came out and I made a 2-1. At first, I wasn't happy about it because God knows, actually gave my all for the bar finals. I'll hold the paper where I wrote my vision and I'll be calling out every one of them as though they were ugoezeugoalablessing. You are relocating to either the USA, the UK, or to Canada. Ugoezeugoalablessing. You're getting an offer to serve at EFCC or CBN. Prayed consistently over my vision for a week. I called it out one by one and I declared them. Guess what? After a week, my Jabba process started. Who is in London? May. I actually relocated a few months after my call. I relocated in March. I got called to bar on December. So December, January, February, March, like 2 months or let's say roughly 3 months after my call, I relocated. I would advise that you invest in your dressing as a lawyer. Dress smartly, dress beautifully, dress in a way that when people see you, when your junior colleagues see you, they are motivated to study law. Because guys, during externships, my eyes saw things that my mouth cannot even say. Lawyers dress so haggardly to the law courts. Like, don't you think your junior colleagues are in court and they need a little motivation just from the way you're looking, or from the way you speak, or from your perfume, the smell of your perfume? We need motivation. Practice thing is stage by stage. Do not force your stage. Do not force a door that you're not prepared for to open. Do not basically skip any step. Go through it one day at a time. And while you're going through it, please go through it like a babe. Go through it like that lawyer. Okay? My next advice would be leverage on every and any opportunity you can get to learn new things, take courses, build capacity, buy books. So study books, attend online, take classes, online classes, physical classes. You can go for your masters, acquire different knowledge, not just for law. I told my friends in law school, during the arbitration registration, I told them, please register, be a chartered arbitrator. You can go for chartered secretary. You can take different courses, project management, so many things for you to do actually, depending on what you see yourself, or who you see yourself as, the kind of lawyer you would love to become, right? So expand your capacity, go for the big things, do the big things. Okay, my next advice would be for you to have another source of income. Basically, build another stream of income. Do not rely on the practice of law to give you money. At least for the first few years, do not rely on the practice of law to be your major source of income or your only source of income, actually. So I would also love to encourage you, because for you to come this far, for you to be here to the end of this video, that means you really want to be better in life. I wish you that. I wish you whatever thing you wish yourself. I pray that the bar treats you well, and I pray that everyone around you and everything around you favors you and brings the light out of you, in Jesus' name. Amen. See you in my next one, and I love you. Bye.